Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Nowak, and tonight I'm going to talk about fruit. And I promise not to bore you with what's healthier and what has more vitamin C. For the last couple of years, my husband and I have been interested at the grocery store when we see something that we've never seen before to try it. And it started to develop into a bit of a passion, and I've discovered some that are very, very unique. So I'm going to share them with you tonight. Welcome to Willy Wonka land. Go ahead, Nick. These better be familiar to you. If they're not, you need to do some exploring at your grocery store. But there are 70 to 80,000 fruits that are edible out there. We know of about 20 to 30 that we typically see in this country. There's a lot that we're missing. I'm not going to tell you about lickable wallpaper or three-course gum, but I am going to share with you some fruits that have very unique tastes, that have very unique scents, and they have very unique sensation and perceptions. The first fruit that I'm going to tell you about tonight is the Bunchiosa argentea tree. This tree grows native down in South America, and it needs a lot of sun. Here in the U.S., you might find it in Florida, Texas, or the Carolinas. The fruit is orange, and when it's ripe, it's going to be a really dark orange like you see at the bottom of the top one there. The inside is very creamy and very, very delicious. This fruit actually tastes just like peanut butter, and they actually call it the peanut butter fruit tree. So you like peanut butter, you've got to try to get your hands on this fruit. I'm really looking for one around here. I haven't found it locally yet. The next fruit looks absolutely crazy. These are giant watermelons that are very spiky, and they're called the jackfruit. They weigh anywhere from 20 to 60 pounds and up to 80 pounds. And these jackfruit are actually found here locally at Horrocks. I got a chance to try one. This is the inside of the fruit. That white center is very, very sticky tacky. They recommend wearing gloves when dissecting the fruit. And sometimes they say spread oil on your hands first. It's very difficult to get off. The part you eat is the yellow pods that you saw there. Jackfruit tastes like juicy fruit. And I couldn't find it on Wrigley's website, but they do say that juicy fruit came from the jackfruit. So when I tried it over at Horrocks, I definitely agreed with that taste. This looks like a jackfruit. It's a little smaller, and it's called a durian. It's about the size of a basketball, and it's found in Asia. Now, the texture and taste of this is like a mango cream cheese with onion and garlic undertones. It's called the king of fruit. But plug your nose, because in Asia, these aren't even allowed on public transportation. They smell like the city dump on a hot summer day, and you can scent them from anywhere. Hotels say keep out too. This tree is the miracle fruit tree, and it is the real name. These trees produce little red berries, and the miracle is that the taste, when you eat a berry, anything you eat that's sour or bitter actually changes to sweet. These I've tried. They're absolutely wonderful and a very incredible experience. The fruit itself only lasts about 3 days once it's picked and does have to grow ripe on the vine. So oftentimes you're going to find this fruit in more of a crushed up, dried tablet form, similar to these miracle fruities. Miracle fruit's going to make lemons taste like Starbursts. You're going to have winter strawberries that normally taste like crap, taste delicious. And even Guinness tastes more like a chocolate malt. This is called the black zapote. Now, the black zapote is native to Mexico and Guatemala. It's going to feel more like a tomato, the way the size and the weight and the skin. And believe it or not, this picture right here is actually a ripe black zapote. And the texture is like a custard. It also tastes like chocolate. And this fruit is nicknamed the chocolate pudding fruit. Why don't we have these around here? Here's 4 fruits that I just think look really cool. Upper left is the mangosteen. To the right is the passion fruit. The bottom left is the African cucumber. And the bottom right is the dragon fruit. There are so many interesting fruits out there that most of us have never even laid eyes on. This book right here was given to me as a gift, and it took my interest in fruit and turned it into a passion. It's absolutely fascinating what exists out there, the stories behind it, the wars over fruit, and the history of what is out there in our world. This last one is actually a flower. It's called the toothache tree, and it was used for medicinal purposes in South America for many years. It's getting some trade names. You might hear it called Szechuan button or Sanso button. And when you eat this little flower, it's electrifying. It tastes like you're licking a 9-volt battery. I'm not kidding. Food and Wine magazine in 2008 put this on their top 100 list to try. Well, thank you very much. If this is interesting to you, I would like to know about it because I'd love to get together and try to share some of these experiences. I've never tried some of these and would love to see if we can find a way to import them. Thanks again. Have a great evening.